All my life I've been somebody who imagined being beyond where I was. From when I was a little girl and I'd dream of racing my bicycle up and down the streets. And I'd imagine people lining the roads and cheering me on.
The U.S. team of Inga Thompson, Eve Stevenson, Phyllis Hines, and Maureen Manley finished second behind the Dutch team to win the silver medal.
I teach people personal and organizational strategies to achieve what it is that they want for themselves.
Maureen Manley wins a silver medal at the 1990 World Championships. She's a multiple American champion, a teammate on Team USA. She's even on the back of a cereal box. There isn't a hill she can't climb, until.
And what happened by the time we crested the top of the mountain, my vision had blurred so severely I lost my sight completely and found my wheels sliding out from underneath me, and I found myself tumbling to the ground. What I didn't know then, that I now know, is that I rode my bike off one road to begin a journey on a new road. And the new road is a life with multiple sclerosis. For a while, I couldn't see myself imagining being happy without having cycling. And then there came a time in my life, about 1.5 years into my diagnosis of MS, where I really got that this is my life. This is it. Blurred vision, wobbly legs and all, that this is my life. And it was at that point that I made the most powerful choice to live my life. And a thought went through my head that was so powerful, I don't know if I thought it or it thought me. The thought was, focus on what you can see and not on what you can't. So I brought my vision in closer where I could see just fine. I could see the park bench that I was on, I could see the concrete that it was sitting on, and I could see the water lapping up against the shore. And I could rest there. And then I looked up through the park to the road, and I knew I couldn't walk down the road, but I knew I could walk to the next bench. What I did for myself and now help other people do is identify their yeses. And then as I went to graduate school, I began to study more the philosophies and the practices that I was learning about and then behaving myself, like positive psychology and even psychology and the mind-body medicines and the applied behavioral sciences. What are we finding that's successful that people are doing to be able to be causal in their lives? What I termed integrated wellness, and really looking at the whole of who we are as individuals and how that sits into other systems and what we create from there, and how it is that you can teach this to individuals and organizations to be able to create the change.
Maureen starts pushing herself like she always had. By 2001, she bungee jumps in Canada. Then in 2003, 12 years after diagnosis, she gets back on the bike in a race. Given the choice, she'd get rid of her MS in a heartbeat, but she wouldn't trade the last 18 years for anything.
I can't say that I know who I'd be without it. And I see the lives that I've touched and how without the challenge of it, I wouldn't have grown to the level that I have.
And many others have grown too, thanks to her.
My job is to help them to see just how powerful they are. As individuals and as a collective organization, I'm not going to come in with my roadmap for you. I'm going to help you create your own roadmap, because we are the road makers. I mean, this is a time of immense change in this world. One of my favorite quotes that I hear from people is, I never thought about it that way. And thank you. What it tells me is that something was breathed into them, a new possibility. And that's what I want to do, is illustrate possibilities. People go, wow, okay, I see where I've been getting in my own way and how it is that I can move past that. I don't share my story so you say, oh, good for you. I share it so you can say, oh, I can do that too.